Hey everybody, Tom from Lynn's Cake and Candy Supplies here today. Hey, we have people coming into our store all the time asking us, how do I make chocolate candies? Or, I didn't even know you guys had chocolate at your store. So I'm gonna take a few moments, I'm gonna show you the simple step-by-step process to make wonderful homemade chocolate candies. I guarantee you will be awesome and you're gonna be a hero. So check it out. All right, so here we go. Starting off today, we're going to be using a mold, an actual football mold. This mold features, what do we got here? 14 football-shaped cavities. A pound of chocolate is going to make about 45 pieces of chocolate candy. So this will be the mold we're going to be using. We're going to always use a plastic bowl when we melt chocolate. Now you'd be saying, Tom, why do we use a plastic bowl and not glass? Plastic will not conduct heat. If you use a glass bowl, it will conduct more heat and you'll have more of a chance of seizing up that chocolate due to excessive heat. So we're going to be using a plastic bowl to melt our chocolate for the mold, and then we're going to be using a real nice milk chocolate today, a milk chocolate coating. You may have just caught when I said chocolate coating. The big difference between a chocolate coating, which what this is, and real chocolate is the fat content. Real chocolate uses a cocoa butter for its fat. A coating uses an oil, typically a palm kernel oil. Now here's the great thing about a chocolate coating. When we melt that chocolate coating and we pour it into our mold, once it cools off, it will return to a hardened state, which is actually perfect for what we want to do for these chocolate candies. A real chocolate, once it's melted and cools off, it will still remain somewhat gooey, unless we do a process called tempering. So for ease of application and for a wonderful taste, for this demonstration, we're actually going to be using a chocolate coating. So we're going to take our chocolate coating, we're going to put it into our plastic bowl, and we're going to put this in our microwave for 30 seconds on medium. All right, we just got done with the first 30 seconds. We're going to stir those wafers up a little bit, and they're starting to melt already. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put it back in on medium for 15-second intervals. We're going to take it out after every 15 seconds, and we're going to stir it up until about 90% of it is melted. So I'm going to throw this back in a couple times, and I'll pick up with you once we're ready to roll. Okay, we just finished up. It's about 90% melted. I'm stirring it, and here's the secret, guys. I'm letting its own heat melt the remaining chocolate. So here we go. We're ready to go. It's nice and smooth, beautiful consistency. So what we're going to do, this is just basic candy making right here. Nothing fancy. I'm using something that everybody has in their kitchen. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out and we're going to fill each one of these cavities with our chocolate. There's one, two. I'm just going to do a couple here. There's three. Now, on one of my next videos, I'll actually talk about some of the great accessories you can use. In particular, we have a couple of great squeeze bottles that actually allow you to, with a lot less mess, you can fill up each cavity and it's a lot quicker. But right here, we're just going to do 4 molds. All right, here's our 4 footballs. We are ready to go. Now, here's the key, folks. I got it filled up. I'm going to tap that. For about 10 seconds. You may be wondering, Tom, why in the world are you tapping that? That doesn't have any rhythm. That's not any music. Well, the reason why we tap it is to allow it to level out and then have any air bubbles work their way to the surface. So I'm going to do that one more time. Here's the great part. We're done. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for 15 to 20 minutes. We'll pull it out. I'll show you how easy it is to pop these out and the beautiful appearance you'll get. So I'll catch up with you in 20 minutes. Okay, it's been 20 minutes before I pop these chocolate candies out of the mold. I have to address something. A lot of you are raising your hands out there in YouTube land. You were saying, hey, this guy doesn't know how to count. You didn't do 4 pieces of chocolate. You did 5. That's right. I did 5 pieces of chocolate. And I'll tell you what, I spend so much time on my hair care. There's not a lot of time for counting. So I apologize. I'm just a big, tall guy living in Minnesota doing the best I can. So we don't have 4 pieces of chocolate. We actually have 5 pieces of chocolate. So great catch out there to all my friends. So here's our mold. 20 minutes later, from the refrigerator, we're ready to see the beauty of what we can make. So we're going to take the mold. We're going to just turn it a little bit. They're going to pop out. Now I want to show you something. The unbelievable detail and gloss that we get from each one of these molds. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. That's pure chocolate, my friends. That's a little bit of heaven. All right, so there you have it. The brief overview, simple steps on how to make homemade chocolate candies. Look at this little guy. Look at the detail. I want to go long for a touchdown. We have hundreds of different molds, hundreds of different shapes. No matter what you're interested in, no matter what you like, whatever you want to celebrate, we've got you covered at Lynn's. So whether it's buying online, please, if you're in the Minneapolis area, stop by the store or give me a call. I'm going to help you become awesome. You're going to be a hero. And remember, when you buy from Lynn's, you're making the world a sweeter place. We'll talk to you soon.